What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here with some brand new Borderlands news and information. I know a lot of you guys out there have been really wishing that the pre-sequel was made for the PS4 and the Xbox One, and it really sucks that outside of Tales from the Borderlands, there isn't any real presence of a traditional Borderlands loot and shoot style game. And, you know, a lot of people really questioned whether or not it was smart for Gearbox to bring out the pre-sequel without a next generation counterpart. And I mean, they haven't even mentioned anything about a next generation port of the pre-sequel at all. They've just maintained their stance that majority of the player base is still on the last generation consoles. And, you know, every time I go out, I see people with Xbox Ones and PS4s in their carts, and they're buying them, and I look at stats like 10 million Xbox Ones are sold, like 20-some million PS4s were sold in the first year. And it looks like the gaming community really adopted, you know, the next generation consoles quicker than I've ever seen. And, you know, I've had the, you know, pleasure of watching the entire video game history unfold throughout my entire lifetime. And this is the fastest I've ever seen any generation just adapt to the new consoles. And, you know, they did drag out the last generation consoles for quite some time, so maybe it was just a long time coming. But today, a remastered edition of Borderlands has popped up in the Australian classification board database, rated MA15 for strong violence. What? Mac, are you telling me that there's gonna be a PS4 and Xbox One edition of the original Borderlands? Yeah, motherfucker, that's exactly what haven't you paid attention? Why are you asking the same fucking question I just fucking answered? So, it looks like that we're gonna be seeing a totally remastered version of the original Borderlands that we all know and love on the new consoles. And this would mean fully upgraded graphics, lighting, and of course, the most exciting thing, the first console version of Borderlands in 60 frames per second, which I know a lot of people out there say, oh, but you can't tell the difference between 30 frames and 60 frames. Yes, you can. That's why YouTube now allows you to upload in 60 frames per second. A lot of people were coming over here like, oh my shit, look at that. That's fucking crazy looking. I've never seen Borderlands look like that. And, you know, it just makes the game feel so much faster, quicker, and just an overall better experience playing it in 60 frames per second. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, the last generation versions of Borderlands 1 and 2 weren't fine. Yeah, they were fine. I played Borderlands 2 on Xbox 360 for quite a while, but playing it in 60 frames per second just increases your enjoyment overall. But one of the things that I'm kind of wondering about is we don't know if this is just Borderlands 1 by itself, or if Borderlands 1 and 2 will be in the same remastered package. Now, I can tell you safely, you know, I would purchase a PS4 version of the remastered edition if it contained both Borderlands 1 and 2 with all the DLC. But most likely, it's probably going to be Borderlands 1 with all the DLC. And hopefully, if it's just Borderlands 1, they listened to the community, and last time they released the pre-sequel with that $69.99 price tag. It's actually $59.99, but my mind was thinking about some $69. It's like, ooh, Mac, he wants pussy on his face. So, anyway, as excited as I am, you know, I have this nagging fear in the back of my mind that it won't be the same Borderlands 1 that we all remember. Because, you know, I'm hoping that they don't. But I have a feeling like some things, like Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, will be added into the game. You know, some guns, like the Double Anarchy, might get rescaled and rebalanced. And, you know, God forbid, the General Knox Farm and Run glitch patch. Please, Gearbox, if you listen to one thing I've ever said to you, it is this. Do not fuck this up. If you fuck this up, and you fuck this up before Borderlands 3 comes out, you will be spitting in the face of the entire original fan base that's followed you and defended you to the end. I have very high hopes for this. The console fans that stuck with you since 2009 deserve this. But they deserve it in its entirety. If you fuck this game up, it's quite possibly the last chance that a lot of your hardcore original fans will give you. Please, Gearbox, do not fuck this up.